and much like Comfort King, and I'm going to do a little testimonial, see if you guys can help me at the end of the segment we do with you about Comfort King, which has made me feel a lot better on Valentine's Day, makes me perky, ready to go, makes me feel like vacation. That sound familiar to you?
I give a testimony to Comfort King. We've had their Comfort King beds for probably the last 10 years, so we love them.
Wow. Well, we'll do that at the end. We'll see how our different beds compare. But you have brought somebody with you this morning.
Yeah, I brought a ringer with me today.
Yes, you did. And I understand she likes to wear the bright red colors.
Yeah.
The bright red colors really help Tammy along, like she needs any help.
Yeah, well, it just kind of helps accentuate her personality that's already right out there and glowing.
Oh, you're too kind.
And she's not out with Brad having to move snow right now.
No, I left him behind doing snow removal, and I got to put on nice clothes and come down here.
If you're listening, Brad, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. You know, last year was a heck of a year for condos, townhomes, Canterbury Village.
Yep, we experienced some really great success. We've had a lot of new residents that had moved in. We've had a lot of people that have come and taken a look at the project out there, and it's been very encouraging. We're just going really fast. We've got a couple units that are available for people to look at right now as show units, and then we also have some units where you can customize them. The insides are ready to go. It's just a matter of you can pick out your finishes, your colors, your lights, fixtures, countertops, you name it. So, and our open houses have been very steady.
When's your next one?
Next one will be a week from Sunday. This weekend I'm going down to Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm going to take part in like 80 and 90 degree weather. So I just had to throw that out there.
Just a little jealous.
You always do that. You leave behind a hat that I have to wear in the snow.
At least I gave you the hat.
Yes, you did. Tammy, you and Brad provide really an interesting scenario with the Canterbury Village. You provide the glue. You make sure that everything is quality controlled in the background. And he's there with all of his years of experience to make sure people are satisfied.
That's right. I do think it's a really neat environment that we can bring to the table. Brad brings 20 plus years of building experience to the table. And so he's there every day, not just overseeing the project, but hands-on with the project. And then I consider myself so fortunate to get to be his partner with that, in that I can be there to help with some of the hands-on things. Maybe it's someone that wants someone to go with them to help them pick out some light fixtures or whatnot. And I also can help do some of the things that make, I think, Canterbury Village a little bit unique and give it that real community feel. We've talked about our potlucks before.
You got one coming up the 26th?
Yes, we do. And so I'm always kind of trying to come up with new ideas for that and just neat things to keep the homeowners feeling like they're a community, and let them know that we're all friends with each other out there.
Now, if Tammy wasn't here, we'd be saying Tammy would want us to give the address of the village, and you would say?
I would say the best directions we can give you is from the corner of 10th and Sycamore by Shopko. You're going to go north past Washington High School to Madison, which is at that corner is the Wells Fargo. From there, you're going to go east about 6 blocks. We're on the north side of the road. You're going to see the great big Canterbury Village sign, and you can't miss us.
So you're in second phase.
We just are getting ready to finish up first phase.
And but you're on the
second,
stretch.
And that is probably our most asked question right now is when is second phase going to start? We're having a little competition right now. There's a building that's right by the swimming pool, and we just have a whole lot of people that are trying to get their name in on that one. So we're going to open that up here coming up pretty soon. So
prices begin in the 260s?
Yep, 260s up to around 300, depending on the finishes and what you do and the inside. So, and right now, with the market being what it is, the interest rates being, good, stable, a little lower, and, and of course our supply of houses that are out there are a little bit low. It's a perfect opportunity for anybody that wants to make that transition to Canterbury because they can get their house sold in a real quick time at a good price.
Not just because you're going to Arizona or Tammy and Brad have a February 26th party, but when we hit Valentine's Day, we're getting closer to spring.
Oh, yeah. When you look at the 7-day report and they're talking maybe 50 degrees, that'll seem like we'll all be walking around.
They also said just a half inch of snow, too. Did you go through at least a half inch this morning?
At least that.
We are about to talk about the home show as well. That is the first week in March 7th to 9th. That a big thing for Canterbury?
Absolutely. We get a lot of great coverage when we were out there, and I know Tammy was out there last year, and we just experienced a lot of good feedback. And we had a lot of people that came in and take a look, at the Canterbury development. But the thing is I think we get a lot of exposure, not only with local exposure, but also people from out of town who are giving some consideration to moving to Sioux Falls because they want to be closer to their children, grandkids, that sort of thing. And so this is really quite a project to take a look at, and people like what they see.
Tony and Tammy, our campaign, as far as the commercials, have included testimonials. And Tammy, you get to hear these all the time with people telling their stories. Maybe one or two that we've missed that we should share this morning?
Oh, boy. And it is pretty neat. And I mean, it is no lie. It's so cool just to see people come up and say, well, for instance, here's just an example. The other day, I had one of our newer homeowners say, now, tell me again, what's the name of the homeowner that lives in that, unit pointing across the street? And so I made up a little map and kind of wrote everybody's names, who lives in what home, and gave it to everybody. And then one of the homeowners came back and said to me, that is so cool. I never in a million years thought that I would be famous enough to have my name on a map. So, it's a neat environment out there. I mean, we really are we're all friends with each other, and it's a cool situation.
Years ago, we used to think about condos, townhomes, not being what they are today. Your demographics are far different.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's a neat demographic out there, too, in that we have a wide range. I mean, we have everything from young working professionals that just plain don't want to deal with the building maintenance, mowing, shoveling, painting, all that kind of stuff. We've got empty nesters that just maybe don't need the bigger house that they had when their kids were at home. And then we have a few that are on the other end of that spectrum where they're retired and they're looking for just a little more laid back, easier lifestyle. So great demographic in that it's pretty much all across the board.
Tony, give them your contact information. Then we have to get ready to do this Comfort King. We haven't practiced this.
No,
do we need to have more than one take on this?
We'll just wing it. We'll be all right. So the best way to reach us is my office number is 275-0555. My cell number is 201-5998. And also our website. The best way to see some of the things that Tammy's been talking about, we've been talking about, is CanterburyVillageSFSD.com. It has some fantastic input, or it talks about our amenities, pictures, that sort of thing. So, yeah, it'd be well worth taking a look at that.
And we will be talking with you out at the home show.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
Just a couple of weeks from today, 3 weeks from today.
Yeah, we're getting ready for that right now, so we're gearing up.
All right, sounds good. Tammy, we appreciate you coming. Brad is on the line. The red phone was ringing. Said something. He had some things for you to do with snow.
I bet it has something to do with something white and fluffy.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe you could hold Tammy over for the next segment or something.
We could do that.
I think you want me, don't you?
I do. You're a nice lady. Comfort King.